Hi, I'm John from Just Whiskey. If you like today's show, give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And thanks so much for the Patreons that I do have. Much appreciated. As a Patreon, you get exclusive reviews. And remember, folks, it's Just Whiskey. Today, we're going to be talking about and reviewing the newest Kilchoman 100% Islay Barley. And this is the 13th edition, bottled in 2023. And we're going to be comparing it to the previous year, the 12th edition from 2022. I've previously reviewed the Kilchoman 12th edition, so please check out that archive for the full review on that. What they have in common are their Kilchoman is from the island of Islay. They're both lightly peated to around 20 ppm, although the newest one, the peat comes out a little more noticeable, a little more ashiness. Okay, they're both at 50% ABV, non-chill filtered, no coloring added. They both use the same barley variety. They're both publican. And color-wise, the 12th edition, although they look very close, the 12th edition has a slightly bit darkness to it, a little bit more color. They're not cheap. It seems most things from Islay have a little bit of a premium, and then if you add the caveat that they're 100% Islay barley, you're going to even add more cost to this. In my area, if you can find them on sale, they run for over $100, $105, $110. Once the sale ends, it could end up being $115 to $120. But they're a little bit north of $100. And then non-age stated, although they do reference the age on the back of each one of these. So we're going to start off with the 13th edition, and the cask makeup is 100% ex-bourbon, okay? And it's distilled from the 2012, 2013, and 2014 barley harvest before being matured for a minimum of 8 years in 44 bourbon barrels. So 100% ex-bourbon. And the total, this is a limited release of 13,000 bottles. The specs on the 12th edition is distilled from 2011, 2012, and 2013 barley harvest for a minimum of 8 years, and 29 bourbon barrels and 6 Oloroso sherry butts, for a total of 12,500 bottles. So the 12th edition has a little bit of sherry and bourbon, and the newest one, which minimum of 8 years, but there's definitely 8, 9, 10, and 11-year-old juice in this. Yeah, okay. Now for the review. So there's a noticeable difference on these, okay? So I'm going to give the review of the newer one, and I'm going to compare it to the 12th edition. So I always thought of myself as a purist, and I gravitate mostly towards ex-bourbon, but I do like a little bit of sherry as a nuance, which the 12th edition does masterfully. It's a hint to which one I prefer out of these. So the ex-bourbon, you're getting ash on the nose, caramel, vanilla, and the barley shines through on the palate. Compared to the 12th edition, the palate is a little more softer, more rounded, semi-sweet. The barley notes are front and center. The finish is softer than the 12th edition, and I would say the finish is a medium with a lingering. The oak tannins are more prominent on this newest one, the 13th edition. Less oak spice on the 13th edition, more tannins. Now, over to the previous year, the 12th edition. Noticeable difference. This is really, this 12th edition, I'm really, really enjoying. Whoever the master blender was for this, they really know what they're doing over there. This is skillfully put together. Again, it's mostly 29 ex-bourbon barrels and 6 Oloroso sherry butts make up this batch. So on the nose, you're getting much less ash, and the nose is rich and creamy. Melon, red berries, barley, grassy. A little bit of barnyard funk in there, but not prominent, but it is there a little bit. A little bit of spearmint, maybe. The palate, yeah, much more complex. Spearmint, berry fruits, melon, more oak spice. The finish, I would say, is a medium plus over here, with a prominent oak spice, cinnamon. So it seems like the sherry notes, the sherry casks that make up this, have removed or smoothed over any noticeable tannins that were in here, and elevated the notice of the oak spice and the cinnamon. So again, even though they're both lightly peated, the ashiness is more prominent on the newer one, ex-bourbon. It's a bit softer. The tannins are more present. They're both very good. I enjoy them both. But hands down, the 12th edition is my favorite. I do have an 11th edition that I haven't opened up yet, that has its similar makeup with ex-bourbon and ex-sherry. And I believe the 11th edition might even have a little bit older juice too, just a little bit. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Score-wise, with my new scoring system, scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give the newest one, the Kilchoman 100% Islay Barley 13th edition. I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10, which means it's very good. However, I'm enjoying the 12th edition more, and I'm going to give that an 8 out of a 10. An 8 out of a 10 is excellent, something special. I'm looking forward. This will probably be like my guilty treat each year. I'll pick up the Kilchoman Islay Barley and check it out. They're really well done, and it's this little experiment right here is a great learning experience. It is a lot of money, but if you can relate to what I've said, if you enjoyed the review, then yeah, it's worth picking up one. I would probably pick up the 12th edition or the 11th edition. Or I've heard Matt from Whisky in the West Coast, he really likes the 10th edition, which I've never had that. So I think the Kilchoman 100% Islay Barley, from my limited experience, seems to really shine with a little bit of Oloroso sherry makeup in there. But it is nice to compare it to the 100% ex-bourbon. Hope that was helpful. If it is, give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And remember, folks, it's just whiskey. So hats off to you all, and take care, folks.